Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy D-Free, and I'm back again. I know it's been a while, but today I'm bringing you guys another Dragon Ball Super segment, and today's topic of discussion is the one and the only Gohan. Okay, so just a little bit of background. If you guys didn't know, Gohan always has been, and always will be my favorite character. Personally, I don't agree with some of the different plot changes that Toriyama has implemented as far as Gohan goes, which I'm going to go into detail about here in a moment. So yeah, started off with Teen Gohan. I think he was everybody's favorite character, but we saw the bandwagoners come out. We saw the bandwagoners come out when Gohan kind of, grew up and started declining and whatnot. So as far as Dragon Ball Super goes, the aspect of Gohan in Dragon Ball Super goes, we see a few different things here. So we do see, for one, that Gohan is back to being his normal self, back to being his fatherly, even though he's not a father yet, his fatherly prototype self. And what I mean by that is he's back in school, he's carrying his wife around. You know how that is, just prototypical fatherly behavior there. He just wants to be able to provide for Videl, his girlfriend, and ultimately his daughter. Because in Dragon Ball Super, now that I think about it, it's after Battle of Gods, because, it's kind of weird. The timeline is pretty weird because it seems like they're kind of rewriting Battle of Gods because they didn't expect to make a movie. So anyways, he's going to be finding out, whether it's after Battle of Gods or not, he's going to be finding out pretty soon that she's pregnant, because in Battle of Gods, she told him that she's pregnant. So we see that Gohan now. A lot of people don't like that Gohan, but it's mainly because Dragon Ball as a whole is just strictly about it's not strictly about, but the main thing that people come and watch Dragon Ball for is the action. That's the best part of Dragon Ball. And a lot of people can't kind of cope with the fact that Dragon Ball just isn't simply about action. I mean, we have comedy aspects and we have funny characters like Jocko, who should be in Dragon Ball Super as well. That's another topic. But we also have other parts of Dragon Ball, and then also there's the filler and stuff that I'm not going to talk about. So it's not just all action. So Gohan is highly criticized because he's living a normal life. He really is. I mean, you guys have to realize Gohan is human. He's not just saying, he is human. Okay, so the fact that he is human once again means that he's gonna have a similar trajectory, whether you like it or not, to the other human characters in the series. Now, granted, Tien is an exception. I don't know what that dude does with his life. Whatsoever. But the other human characters like Gohan, I guess Gohan. So we're talking about Yamcha and Krillin specifically. Krillin has a family. He cooled down. You know what I'm saying? Gohan's gonna follow a similar trajectory. You can't necessarily hate on that because the dude is doing what's right for his family. Now, personally, I don't like the fact that, I guess my problem with Gohan and with Toriyama's pushing Gohan in a corner is that he doesn't train anymore. It would be one thing if Gohan lived his life normally, did the things that I'm talking about, but also trained. Gohan loses all his muscle mass, stops fighting completely, and that's probably my biggest gripe with Gohan. I have no problems with him wanting to live a normal human life because he's human. If you guys recall, all the fights Gohan has been in, they have been epic. They've been epic, but Gohan never, he was forced into all those situations. Gohan just never had that fighting mentality. He only did it because he had to, or he was forced. So with that in mind, this is the real Gohan we're seeing. The Gohan we saw that's badass and epic and Super Saiyan 2 and, just all those different fights. And then against, Mr. Gohan was a fucking jackass. Oh, I don't want to fight you, I'm going to kill you. But that's not Gohan. That's not his personality. That's not him. That's his father. That's Vegeta, but that's not him. So we have to keep that in mind. So what we're seeing is normal trajectory for him. And also, I kind of wanted to touch upon his new character design. So we see him once again with his normal haircut and his glasses and, wearing the bow ties and the freaking slacks and whatever you want to call it. He's all dressed up. You feel me? He looks like a professor. So we see that, but also on, I forget the site. I know Rhyme Style did a video on it, but we see Gohan. This is awesome. I love this. He's Super Saiyan, but he also has the tapered hair like Future Trunks did when he went Super Saiyan and his hair just spiked up. and the sides of his head was flat. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'll probably put a picture up. We see that with Gohan, and that looks epic. That looks awesome. That is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen that on Gohan, period. Even future Gohan has something similar, but it wasn't the same. So I think that looks awesome on him. I really like his new design. If that's something that they're going to stick with, and that's just not, and it's not just like some sort of like mistake or just something like that. I'm gonna knock on wood because I like that a lot. So yeah, guys, I mean, Gohan, he's gonna be, don't expect for Gohan, I also made a similar video about this topic a while ago, but don't expect for Gohan to have, you know, crazy badass moments all the time, because he's just not that character, especially after she introduces, after Videl tells Gohan that she's going to be pregnant. I mean, you can't really expect for him to, you know, to kind of just stay fighting. That's just why his trajectory is how it is. A lot of people don't agree with that, and I mean, he's an adult. He's a human. He's a human adult. Like, what don't you understand about it? I don't know. I don't want to turn this into a rant, but keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Dragon Ball is not just about fighting. If all it was fighting and there was no story, there was no comedy, there was no character interactions, no character development, then this would be an issue. But that's not all it's about. So that's all I really want to touch on. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gohan, I don't know, man. He's my favorite character, and it kind of makes me mad what they're doing with him, but only, like I said, because he's not training anymore. If he was training, it wouldn't be so bad. And I also don't like people like talking about him like, oh, Gohan, da da da. I understand people are mad about the trajectory. I'm not mad about the trajectory because he's human. That's normal. That's what normal people do. He's living a normal life. You can't knock the dude for wanting to live a normal life. You can't. So I'm not mad about that, but it just makes me mad that people are like writing him off and stuff like that. I don't expect him to have a major role in Super, but I do expect him to have one badass fight. You know, he's always had one. He's always had one. I mean, it goes back to the original first few episodes of Dragon Ball. He wasn't a fighter back then, but he popped out on Raditz, went beast mode on him for a couple seconds, and then Frieza saga, I'm sorry, the Vegeta saga, the Saiyan saga, he had some awesome moments then as well. And then that was back when he was raging. He just get that rage boost. And then he did it to Frieza. Epic, 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 epic. I believe he kicked the hell out of Frieza at that moment. It's been a while since I've seen that. So it's just Gohan has always had the moments. So I expect him to have something similar in Dragon Ball Super. So you guys leave a like down below if you guys agree with the things I'm saying here. You know, you guys can leave a dislike as well. I know my last video wasn't so well received. It was probably like was probably one of my first videos on here. I think I had just got my microphone, a better microphone, so it wasn't too well received because I don't know, maybe I didn't portray it properly. But that's where we're at, guys. If you guys are hyped for Dragon Ball Super, leave a like down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know who you guys' favorite character is, and if it's Gohan, let me know why. And also let me know some of your criticisms on the character as well, because I know he's not perfect. He used to be a lot better as a character. I'll agree with that. He's not perfect. So let me know how you guys feel about Gohan as well specifically. But that's it for me, guys. I'm saying peace out. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.